Morning espresso. Okay, guys, I am very excited for today's video because we have another installment of my crochet customs for people, or I guess this is knitting actually. I've done that sweater for Josh, the bachelorette dress for my friend Emily. It's March, April, which means one thing, Coachella is coming up. I am once again not going myself, but I like to take part in Coachella by making something for one of my friends who is going to Coachella. 2 years ago, I made like that shirt for my friend George. Last year, I made the matching pants for him to wear to Coachella. And this year, my friend Marissa, who you probably recognize from my other videos, she is going to Coachella and I really want to make a custom look for her. So she sent me some inspo of things she likes and it actually works out perfectly because she really likes like the top with a matching hood. And if you watched my 2025 project planning video at the beginning of the year, I pinned a bunch of like hooded shirts, hooded dresses. I'm very into that like dune Bene Gesserit kind of look. And I was asking her how see-through she wanted it to be, and she actually sent this top that has drop stitch knitting, which is another thing I've been really wanting to try. It gives you this kind of like cool, almost lace-like textile. Now she wanted it to be like a kind of sandy tan color, so I'm using the same Friends Cotton 84 in shade 5 that I used for Emily's batch dress. I don't have that much of it left though, so I might need to order some more. And I actually already started, let me show you. You're probably thinking that this looks like a children's size top, but it's because when you drop the stitches, it like expands the width of the top. I haven't decided exactly what silhouette I want. I'm kind of leaning towards like a more cowl neck because I feel like that will match the vibe of the hood a little bit better. And I also ordered some like gold metal rings because I think it would be cool to have like rings here for the straps and maybe do like braided straps even. I do have like a lot of little gold jump rings, so I'm thinking maybe I can like incorporate those somehow. It is currently March 27th and she needs to have this in hand by April 11th. So I kind of have like 2 weeks. I'm thinking about also making a skirt, like a full length skirt, but that really depends on the timing. For now though, all I have to do is knit in the round until I get to the part where like the back would stop. And then I have to like work only the front panel, if that makes sense. Also, I am wearing my watercolor brushed sweater pattern. I have been so good about actually wearing my pieces since I developed this pattern. I do love how it pairs with this little heart pendant that I got off like a random street vendor in Mexico City, if you watch my Mexico City vlog. Oh, and I need to show you, I got Severance themed nails. These are gonna make no sense if you don't watch the TV show, but I'm actually meeting Emily for lunch in a little bit and then we're probably gonna work at a cafe. So I'll crank on this until I leave. Oh, we're kind of twinning. Gosh, it looks so good. Try this one first. That's so good. You find this sort of cheers? That's so good.
It's like honey.
And the little olive. Oh my god, so cute. Very orange meal.
This is not straight material. Here, just get this. It is yummy. I'm like surprised at how hard it's going.
Yeah.
It's fine. And then
Your local librarian. Okay, good morning, y'all. This is working up, honestly, a lot faster than I expected. It's actually my first time knitting with this yarn, even though I've crocheted with it like 400,000 times. And I really like, in Chinese, it's like shogan. It's like I like the feeling of knitting with cotton. I haven't done it before. You can see I did the drop stitch lace in the back because you do it like right before you cast off. And actually you can see these stitches here. You kind of have to like encourage it to drop down. So I just kind of like push this and then it will undo all the way down to the bottom of the shirt. I actually decided to do like an inconsistent pattern. Like obviously you could count and drop a stitch like every, I don't know, 4 or 5 stitches, but I kind of like the random distressed look. It feels more apocalyptic. Then we have this front portion, and you can see I'm making it wider because the way you achieve a cowl neck is you basically just have a lot of excess fabric and then you go like this and it creates the droopiness. I'm wearing a cowl neck right now. I'm actually gonna try this on for you really quickly. Okay, so this is like my favorite cowl neck top from Halara. These pants are actually also from Halara. These together are like my go-to. It looks put together, but it literally feels like I'm wearing PJs type of outfit. The cowl neck, when it's undraped, is literally just like a rectangle, and then you attach these kind of straps to the side of the rectangle. I didn't realize how much less yarn knitting takes compared to crocheting, because I haven't even used up the first skein of yarn, and the top is like half done. So I just ordered way more yarn, and I don't think I need nearly as much as I ordered. But so you can see bottom part is like pretty fitted. It'll get a little bit wider when I do the drop stitches in the front. And then this is just gonna keep going all the way up. And then once I cast off and like cross it over here like a halter, you'll get that drape. Okay, my gold rings came in. Why are they, oh, it's kind of hard to tell. Why are they huge? Like, I don't really know what measurements I was looking at when I ordered these, because that is enormous and not the size that I was thinking of for this top. So I ordered one, I think these are like 2-inch, I ordered like 1-inch ones, which I think should be more the right size. And then I actually looked at my gold jump rings and I realized like I don't have that many of each size. So I ordered more of the largest size, which is like the 10mm one, because that's the size I'm thinking about using for embellishing. For the top, like I can't do all the straps and stuff because I don't have the rings I need yet. So I'm just gonna get to the length I need, cast off. Then I'm gonna work on the hood, because the hood is quite literally like, think like an infinity scarf. That's what the hood is. So that'll be really easy to crank out. It's a really nice day out, even though it wasn't supposed to be. So I might try and finish the top and then head out to a cafe and just crank on the hood thing.
Lặng nhìn anh chờ mong anh mà anh hững hờ. Từng đêm nhớ, từng tin nhắn không ai biết được. Em cũng chỉ cần một chút hơi ấm của anh. But that's enough, your item moves, it's over tonight. Mình đã có biết bao buồn vui, đã có lúc môi kèm môi. Why you and I? You and I. Please don't say you love me. You love me, 'cause I don't wanna love you no more.
Oh, you're so small. Wait. Boop! Okay, wait, come closer. Let me show you. So what we're doing now is we're like splitting it into the front and the back, right? So you're gonna find the halfway point. And then we're just creating like a slight curve here.
You want to sleep now, but then you would wake up really early.
If I slept now, I feel like I would literally wake up at like 8 or 9 p.m.
I feel like 9 is probably a safe bet.
Oh my god, that's so far. Okay, good morning, guys. So, update on our top, which I did cast off. I'm gonna try it on for you really quickly. This is not the ideal thing to try it on over, but this jumpsuit is low-key not that easy to get on, and I don't want to take it on and off. So what I'm beginning to realize is like, I don't think a cowl neck silhouette and the drop stitches are a good combination, because this like raw edge, like it's not really giving cowl neck, it's kind of just giving like messy. But what I realized when I was draping it yesterday is I actually love like a more kind of cap sleeve off the shoulder silhouette. And Marissa also feels like her shoulders are kind of wide the same way I do. So I feel like we both prefer this shape over a halter anyway. So what I'm thinking is once the correctly sized gold rings come in, I can take these two little corners, attach a gold ring on each side, and then I can kind of like tie those rings to each other and have the top kind of attached like over the shoulder blades in the back. But I'm gonna just leave this for now until those rings come in and play around with it. And then I am still working on the hood. I know I said it's like an infinity scarf, right? But if you think about it, like for it to be long enough to go from your neck all the way over your head, that would be a lot of fabric in the front. And so I'm leaning more towards like doing the infinity scarf silhouette and then adding more length on one side because I don't want there to be like a ton of fabric hanging in the front. So I'm gonna do this for like a few more rounds and then I'm probably gonna start sloping it like this, basically, so that like one side is like the back of the hood and one side is the front. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm actually about to head out. I'm so excited. First of all, today is like 77 degrees. You have to understand it's been in the 40s this week. It's like such a freak, I was gonna say freak accident. Like, I don't know, it's like freakish weather that it's just hot this one day and then it's like raining the next 5 days. It makes no sense. But I am going on a little like field day with Aroma 360. We are getting brunch in Manhattan and then like visit their store and like do some shopping around. And then after that, I have a birthday party for my friend Yumi. And look what I made her. I made her like a small, or not a small version. This is the dusk bag that I made in my like chunky bag video, but I did like a smaller size than the big red one that I made for myself. And it is so adorable. I hope she loves it. I'm gonna just bring it with me, which is why it's like not in a gift bag or anything. I'm just putting it in this purse. And I am so obsessed with my outfit today. So this jumpsuit I just got from Etika Denim. I'll link it down below. I should have sized it down. This is a small and I definitely could have gone for an extra small, but I have these little, I don't know if you can see them. They're like these two little bear clips and basically you can pin them in like your jeans or whatever clothes and then clasp the two bears together and it like cinches it in because it was like a bit big around the waist. I got them on Amazon. I'm obsessed with them. I'll link those down below too. And then I just hemmed the bottom myself because it was like 3 inches too long. And then I'm pairing it with this bag from Les Tanures. It's like this beautiful leather bag brand. It also has like a crossbody strap. It's the one I was wearing yesterday. But I just love that it's like a little bit slouchy, but also a little bit structured. I'm trying to figure out what shoes to wear. I could go for like a little kitten heel or these really cute Cezanne ballet flats, but I feel like you probably won't be able to see the shoe anyway, so I might just go for these. Throw on some sunnies, and then I'm just going to bring this hood part with me, and I figure I can crank on this a little bit while we're like on the car to Westchester and hopefully get that part done. We're matching! This is the actual turtle. Yeah! Oh my god, was it dying? So much like eucalyptus.
Well, I can kind of see it.
Guys, you know how I said like yesterday was a beautiful day and then the days afterwards were gonna be gloomy as fuck? It is literally, the sky is a blank white sheet of paper right now. The sun is nowhere to be found. Anyway, okay, the order in which I'm doing things is a little bit all over the place. I was waiting for those correctly sized gold rings to come in so that I could finish the top. And then I wasn't home to buzz a delivery driver in, so they just left the package outside my apartment. And then obviously it got stolen in like 10 seconds. So I had to reorder those rings. I don't have them yet. The top, I started doing the embellishing with the jump rings. I really don't know if you can see, but it's, okay, it's really not visible in this lighting, but trust me, like in the sun, it gives just like a really subtle embellishment and you can like see it glowing. So I've done a little bit, but I don't have that many jump rings left. I'm also waiting for more of these to get delivered. And I finished the hood. I will try it on for you. So I actually wove like a chain. It doesn't really look centered, but I wove a chain through the edge because it gets like really, really dusty at Coachella. And people like will get sick from inhaling the dust. And Emily's wedding is like very soon after Coachella and we don't want Marissa getting sick because she's also a bridesmaid. So I figured I would add this so that you can kind of like scrunch it up like this and tie it just to make it a more practical face covering. That's also why I didn't do any of the drop stitches here. Like I left this part solid, but you can see on the back and the sides, I did a lot more of the drop stitches. And then I also have been adding these like bigger jump rings along the border. I don't know, I feel like this edge is looking a bit shoddy, which I'm not loving. And I don't know if I'm gonna do the entire border because that'd kind of be a lot. But adding these big jump rings kind of like makes the edge more of an intentional edge. And then since I have no jump rings and no large rings to finish the top, I've now started the skirt. I forgot that Marissa has to wear a skirt from Revolve because she's going to Coachella with Revolve. That actually works out because her hip measurements are quite different from mine. So if I made the skirt for her, it probably wouldn't fit on me. So now I can make the skirt fit me. You're probably thinking, how in the world is that a skirt? So there is like a certain skirt design that I like to do when I want something to fit my hips but still be taut around my waist, because that tends to be an issue with me because of my slim, thick build. I'm kidding. That's a joke in case you couldn't tell. I did it for the first time on this crochet set. It's basically where you like make a section and then you just kind of tie it and it creates like this cool cutout on the side. So I'm thinking of doing that detailing, but maybe on just one side of the skirt. And once again, like using those gold rings once they come in, I'm basically making that kind of top section. And then I'm going to keep increasing and eventually start working in the round. And it's also small because once again, like dropping the stitches is going to add some width. For the shape of the skirt, I kind of want it to come in a little bit, like be bodycon, and then add a slit. This is a big issue for me in my past skirt creations. I forget to add a slit and then you can't walk in it. So we're gonna add a slit this time. Yeah, I wanna do the drop stitches as well, although I'm probably gonna try and place them like more offset, not in the center, so that, you know, your like coochie and ass crack aren't exposed. I don't know if I'm gonna add a ton of jump rings to the skirt because this is becoming like a more and more labor intensive project. My hands are hurting again from working with these little pliers. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like not completely sold on this right now, but I'm hoping it's gonna be kind of like every other project I make where once I put it on my beautiful friend, I'm like, oh, I absolutely cooked. That's a very important part of the process, is making stuff for really, really hot people. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere for the rest of the freaking day because the weather is ass. So gonna just crank on this.
It's kinda crazy, of things life throws at you. I never knew I'd feel so safe in your arms. Now you're all I need. It wasn't long before I knew that I fell for you and you had my heart. As fast as the seasons changed, my heart was stolen. Parts of me that were broken found love.
Alright, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Last time I checked in, I was kind of hitting that point in the process where I was like, am I just making something really objectively ugly? But that is usually followed by an inflection point where suddenly I'm like, wait, no, this is sick, and I absolutely ate down. And we have thankfully hit that point in the process. So I know I said that we were gonna do like an off-the-shoulder silhouette for the top, and I actually do think like the top on its own looks better like this when the drop stitches are stretched out. But when you pair it with the hood, like I tried it on, and I do think like this silhouette just pairs a lot better with the hood. Because if you think about it, like the hood kind of covers all of this part. And so this silhouette only looks good if you can see the neck. And what I did for the straps, here, let me bring it closer. I took the corners of that panel and wrapped them around like one of these big rings. And then I attached a bunch of string and braided it into a cord. And that's what ties around the neck. And I know I didn't like this raw edge of the cowl neck, but I added like large gold jump rings all along the edge, which I think makes it look more intentional and less raggedy. And then I'm not done yet, but I've also been adding the gold jump rings along all the drop stitches just to bedazzle it a little bit more. Let me show you the hood. The hood looks the hood looks fucking sick. Like, I don't know if the jump rings are showing up on camera, but look how freaking stunning that is. I also added the big jump rings all along the edge of the hood. I'm gonna try it on, but it might look kind of stupid over my headband. I want to add more bling, especially here on the front. And you see why I'm starting to become obsessed. Like this is a fucking vibe. And on Marissa, it's gonna look so, so sick. And then for the skirt, you can see this is kind of like the waist part. So I'm gonna attach the gold rings to these two corners. And then this is a skirt part. This literally looks so small right now, but just trust me, once I do the drop stitches, I think it'll fit well. And yeah, I just have to continue all the way down, tapering a bit, add the slit. I kind of still have a lot of work to do, I'm realizing, because there's quite a bit of skirt left. And why is Bartholomew shrinking? Now, the reason I am in my workout attire is because I'm about to go to a reformer Pilates class with Emily. And then we're going to sit at a cafe, do a work date. And then I have a massage in the evening at Spencer's, which I'm so excited for because my like shoulder tightness and shoulder knots have been on a different level lately. Maybe because I'm fucking embellishing shit like this all the time. But the top, I know I'm gonna get asked about it because I've never worn this top and not gotten asked about it. It's from Halara. I have it in like 3 colors. It's the only workout top that I think is like cool. I just got more of the 10mm and 8mm jump rings. I'm gonna have to take this off of Bartholomew too. But yeah, I'm excited to have like a body healing wellness day. It matches my severance nails. Those are sick. Okay, hi guys. I am finally done with the set. I literally just finished embellishing it. Honestly, I probably would have done jump rings forever, but I ran out. It's probably a blessing in disguise. But I am about to head over to Marissa's because I need to give her this today. She's heading upstate literally today at like noon. And then she's going to Coachella as soon as she gets back. So I finished the skirt part. This took way longer than I expected because I just forgot like how much more fabric a skirt is. It also looks ridiculous right now because the rings are like weighing it down. So when it's not on a body, it just looks like a freaking thneed. But you can see like it has the jump rings all over it. And I think the drop stitches look the coolest on the skirt because it's like the most kind of like straight up and down. And then you can see I did this waist detail. So you have this like side cutout and then the same rings and kind of cords to tie. I was gonna try it on for y'all, but I kind of have to leave like in 5 minutes. So I don't really have time and I don't want to find the appropriate undergarments. So also I've been getting so many compliments on my hair. I would credit it to like 2 things. First, I started curling my hair with my GHD straightener. I used to not do straightener curls because I didn't have as nice of a straightener. But when I curl my hair with the GHD, like A, it's so smooth and silky because you're kind of like pressing the hair the whole way down. B, they last forever because I feel like the heat evenly distributes. And C, it's a lot faster because like I don't have to like roll it up in the curling iron and let it sit there. I have a like YouTube short on how I do my straightener curls. I'll link it down below. And then the other thing, this is not an ad, by the way. I've just actually been obsessed. I've been using Living Proof's new silicone-free shampoo and conditioners, or their stuff is always silicone-free, but they have a new formula with like silicone technology. So it kind of mimics the benefits of silicone in terms of making your hair really shiny and silky, but without the buildup. Guys, this stuff makes my hair so shiny and it makes my hair stay clean for days. If you don't know, I only wash my hair like 2 or 3 times a week because I have like drier hair. My natural hair texture is like pretty like coarse, frizzy, natural waves. And the Living Proof team said that they're willing to send one of you guys a bunch of goodies. So just comment down below with what your natural hair texture is like, and I'll pick one of you and they will send over whatever you want from their line. I also really love their hair gloss. I use that in the shower after shampoo and conditioner. And they have a vanishing oil that you'll see I finish my hair with a lot of the times to like make it really nice and silky. I need to layer up because it's actually really cold outside, even though it's sunny. I have this trench that I thrifted in Paris like 2 years ago. It has this removable lining. It's not the cutest. I don't know if I love the print, but it's like fleecy, so it makes it way warmer than a normal trench. I just got these boots. I'm not gonna try and pronounce the brand, but I'll link them down below. Look how stunning they are. They're kind of like a dark brown, and I just think the shape is beautiful. And I'm wearing these, well, I wear these jeans like literally 99% of the time in my videos, but they're a little bit long for me, so these are perfect to give me some height. And I just unboxed these glasses from an eyewear brand called Corlin. I get really nervous about ordering sunglasses online because like not all of them look great on Asian faces, and I feel like seeing them on like the usually white model is not always super informative, but I am obsessed with these. You guys have probably noticed I have a lot of like rounder shapes of glasses, but I don't have like more rectangular ones. And we need to head out literally right now. The lighting in your apartment is so good. I'm so jealous. I'm a savage. Can't change my past. Can't change my future. Can't change my past. Can't change my future. They didn't say I couldn't say. Okay. It looks a bit Can't change my past. Can't change my future. Dun 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 dun. That was dumb. I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll uncover you. Go behind me. I'm gonna cover, and then it's gonna be a model walk.
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. No outside clothes on the bed. Giving Dune. Giving Bene Gesserit. Did you watch Dune?
I watched the second one.
Exactly. Bene Gesserit. You remember them?
No.
Okay.
I also watched it in Brunch.
So good. Oh! 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 Give him a spin! You look like Laura. Oh!
Sorry. Gotta volumize a little.
Slay!
So cute.
So cute.
This color is so cute.
Yeah, it's like a good color for you because you're so tan. On me, it was kind of just blending into my skin tone and I was looking like a naked mole rat. You want to try it on with one of the Revolve skirts?
Yeah. I don't know, actually.
Actually? Actually?
Never mind.
Never mind. I'm not really feeling that either. It's too long.
Is it? I feel like it's too furry.
That too. Well, try the cow one. Yeah, I don't hate it. And if you did boots, those Steve Madden ones.
Yeah.
Actually, it's growing on me.
Can I have like a black bag
Yeah. Actually,
with like black sunnies?
yeah. Show the camera. That's cute.
I wish I had some like arm sleeves, you know?
Should've told me, I would've made them. Yeah, maybe like boob tape, like the middle part. Yeah. They didn't say I couldn't say.
It looks like a pant leg.
Say bye to the camera. Thanks for watching. Follow Marissa on Instagram to see her Coachella pics.
I'm uncomfortable.
I will try to include some clips and photos from Coachella once I get them.
I'll take a lap.
She will take a lot and then post like one of them.
So true.
Okay, bye!